So today, while the custom subframe is getting built up for the 2002, I'm going to go ahead and disassemble this limited slip. It's a medium case out of a 5 series, hence these flanges. I also have some E30 flanges, which are the ones I'll be using. I'm going to be swapping the cover to an E36 to make it easier to mount to the body. I will also be adding a third clutch. Prior to tearing into this, we're going to check the condition of the clutches by checking our breakaway torque. Alright, so I'm just going to lock up one of the output flanges. Get this at the 5 series flange here. I can lock it against the bolt heads on the seal cover here. Now I'm going to install this adapter that I just made. Now all I'm going to do is just install this so that I can twist this side while this side is locked and see how much torque it takes to break the clutches free. And that'll tell us what kind of condition this diff is in prior to taking it apart. Looks like 37 is it. Well, that sucks. I assumed that since this was in a diesel, it wouldn't have been beaten on, but this thing could have 250,000 miles on it for all I know. I did pull the cover prior to buying it. The actual gear set looked pretty nice, but I didn't have my tools to check the breakaway, so that's unfortunate. Now I know I have to rebuild it completely. So, let's start tearing into her. So I just wanted to take a quick moment to talk about the difference between the 5 series stuff that just came off this diff and the E30 stuff that's going to go onto it. So I wasn't sure, but I had heard that these two pieces are different. They are not. They are identical. If you were to just take a 5 series diff and try to stick it straight in your E30, this is the difference that will cause a problem. If you're unfamiliar with the BMW world, this is usually how it is. It's swapping something onto something else to go into something else to fit something to go into something else. So this is a 5 series diff that has to have E30 stuff swapped into it to be able to be swapped into a custom subframe to be swapped into my 2002. Got that? You can probably see where this is going. Ta-da! See how marred up this surface is here? Some idiot didn't know how to disassemble this correctly. So we're gonna do this correctly here. Put some padding between our work surface and pop it out just like that. No need to mar up your surface. So everything's been stripped out of the case except for the races in the front there. So now I'm going to dig into the center section The ring gear can stay on because I'm not changing ratios or anything, so I can leave all these bolts alone. So that one immediately stripped, which is awesome. Initially I didn't even notice, but my key here is really rounded and it shouldn't be made like this. They need to be sharp so that they don't strip stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and sharpen that with the grinder. Now it'll actually bite. So these caps are not particularly sturdy. There's not a lot of material. They tend to develop cracks. It looks like this one's okay. Where the clutches ride, there's definitely some wear. You can kind of see it there. Bolts are an issue because they're so difficult to remove without stripping, so I'm going to get some better bolts when I assemble this. Clutches are probably going to get replaced. Obviously all new seals. I'm going to go ahead and remove the extra spacer and add an extra clutch and plate. And that will make this a 3-clutch diff. Focus. Focus. And focus. Focus. We can get it to focus. 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 Strip this one. Strip. Focus. Focus. No, not on me.